Hi, I'm Vincenzo Villamena CPA and founder of Online Taxman. Today we're talking about the benefits of an LLC for a non-American. A lot of people don't understand or realize that US is actually one of the biggest tax havens for non-US people. And so by opening up an LLC, as long as you don't have any employees in the United States, offices, warehouses, and none of the owners are American, this essentially is a tax-free company from the US side. Now, depending on the jurisdiction that you live in and your residency, you might have to pay local tax. But from a US side, you're able to open up a bank account, conduct business in the United States, have a US mailing address, and not have to pay any tax in the United States. There's a few other nuances you should probably consider. One is that if you have a dependent agent in the United States, that might be taxable. So what's a dependent agent? A dependent agent is a contractor or a company that is solely dependent on your company for its survival. So if you, let's say, have a SEO or a warehousing company that works directly with you, even though it might be separate from your company, that could be considered a dependent agent. This is compared to what's known as an independent agent. So something like Amazon. Amazon is considered an independent agent because it has many FBA centers around the US with many different clients. So they're not dependent on one client or one person to be an agent for. The other thing to know is you could set up a US bank account very easily, either online or by going to the United States with your passport and all the documents, including your EIN number and your articles of incorporation. We're able to help people get an EIN number even if they're not American. And the two states that we generally recommend are Wyoming or Delaware. Now the difference is Wyoming is generally a little bit more economical, a little bit more cost effective, versus Delaware actually has stronger case laws. So if you're seeking venture capital investments, then Delaware is probably a better choice for you. The other thing to know is that annually you have to do a 5472 filing if you are a sole owner of the LLC. Meaning that if there's one owner, you have to do a 5472 file. If there's two or more owners, then you have to do a 1065, which is a partnership return. Now the 5472 form is a little more straightforward. You just have to monitor the transactions that are going in and out of the LLC, versus a 1065 partnership return is a little more in-depth, where you have to show your balance sheet and your income statement. But again, under either scenario, given the fact pattern that I've stated about not having any American owners or employees, etc., either structure is tax-free. So if you have questions about this, visit us at onlinetaxman.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel, which has tons of content on US taxes that we release often to help you navigate these complex areas. Thank you.